Hello everyone, welcome again to our YouTube channel IELTS by Neil. Today we are going to discuss the structure and the marking criteria for the IELTS writing. So basically in this video you will learn what is IELTS writing, how many tasks there are in IELTS writing, how do we attempt the task, and what is the marking criteria, how do you get the score in IELTS writing. Okay, so we're going to cover all the topics in this video related to the IELTS writing. So as you all know, IELTS have 4 sections. Number 1 is listening, number 2 is reading, number 3 is writing, and number 4 is speaking. So this is the first one. When you go for the exam, it takes around 40 minutes, and next section is for 60 minutes, that's for reading. After this 40 and 60 minutes, you get the writing section. That is for 60 minutes also. So before you get onto the writing, you are already a little bit exhausted by doing listening and reading. So mentally you have to get ready to sit in exam for a longer time and not to be too much exhausted. So let's see what happens in IELTS writing. So in IELTS writing, you have task 1 and task 2. As you all know, there are 2 types of IELTS: IELTS academic and IELTS general. IELTS academic, you have to take this exam if you are going for a student visa. If you're going for studies, then you should go for IELTS academic. And if you're going for work permit, or if you want to settle in an English speaking country, then you have to go for IELTS general. If you have any questions related to the IELTS academic and general, please watch our video Introduction to IELTS. You will get better clarity on these topics. So in IELTS academic and IELTS general, there is only one difference in the writing section, and that is for the task 1. Because task 2 for academic and task 2 for general are the same, that is essay writing. And for the task 1 in academic is report graphic writing, means you will get some diagram. For example, you can get a graph, you can get a pie chart, you can get a table, you can get a map. Okay, so it can be anything. There are like 7 or 8 types of diagrams which you can get, and you will need to write report by looking at the diagram. Okay, so this happens in IELTS academic. So IELTS academic, task 1 is report writing, task 2 is essay writing. Okay, and IELTS general training, task 1 is letter writing. Letter can be informal or formal. As you all know, formal are the letters we write to the office or to colleagues or to any official person. Okay, and informal are the letters you write to your relatives, to your friends, to your family. All right, so task 1 in general training is letter writing, and task 2 is essay writing. So again, in academic and general training, task 1 is different, but task 2 is same. Okay, so you have to be careful with this. Now let's try to learn what happens in task 1 and what happens in task 2, or what is the difference between task 1 and 2. So as I told you, task 1 is report writing for the academic and letter writing for the general training, and task 2 is just simple essay writing. Okay, so the time you get is 20 minutes for task 1 and 40 minutes for task 2. Please note that this is just the recommended time. The total time you're gonna get for both the tasks is 60 minutes. So it is recommended that you spend 20 minutes on task 1 and 40 minutes on task 2. However, you can spend, like if you want to, 25 minutes on task 1, 35 minutes on task 2. So it's actually up to you, whatever way you want to do. It's just that you have to finish both the tasks in just 60 minutes. All right. But this is just the recommended time that most of the IELTS experts recommend. but you can follow them or you cannot follow them. It's up to you. So time limit would be 40 on 20 or 25 and 35, whatever you want to say. Okay, now coming on to the word limit. So what happens in word limit? In word limit for task 1 is 150. That's a minimum. And task 2 is 250 minimum. IELTS is very strict when it comes to word limit. Okay, you cannot even write 149. You will be penalized for this. You cannot even write 249. You'll be again penalized for this. Okay, however, there's no upper word limit, like there's no maximum word limit. You can write like 200, 300, but the thing is, you're not gonna write 200 words because you have only limited time. So the chances are that you will end up writing around 150 to 160, 170, maybe 180. Okay, and same goes here. 250, you can write until to 280. So the ideal word limit is 150 to 180 task 1 and 250 to 280 for task 2. Okay, so this is the ideal word limit. Now time is done, word limit is done. Next, types. So these task 1 in academic is report writing. You'll get a diagram as I explained it before, and you will need to write 150 words on that report. And general training would be letter writing for 150 words. And task 2 is essay for both academic and general training. Okay, now scoring. How the scoring is done: of course, task 1 is of 150 words, so it will be of less weightage. Okay, task 2 is 250 words, so of course it will be of more weightage. It's around 40% and 60%, but both are important. Okay, so you have to do both with correct word limit, within a given time, and with all the procedures. Okay, now coming on to what are the don'ts for IELTS writing. So what are the things that you don't have to do for IELTS writing? So number 1 is off-topic response. Means if they are talking about space, you cannot write about history. Means whatever the topic is, you have to talk about that only. You cannot write something which is off topic, okay, or which is not related to the topic. All right, so you have to be very careful when you're writing your content, that your content should be dedicated to the topic. It should be what is being asked in the questions. Okay, next one, under word limit. As I explained it before, for the task 1, 150 is the minimum. Task 2, 250 is the minimum. Even 149 is not accepted. 249 is not accepted. So just be careful with this. Okay, number 3, bullet points. So you remember how in the school we used to write in the bullet points, like number 1, point number 2, point number 3, and point number 4. So in this essay writing, you cannot write this in points. Okay, you have to make paragraphs: introduction, okay, body paragraphs, conclusion. So you have to write in paragraphs, not in points. Just be careful with this. Okay, after that, memorized or copied answer. Oh, that is a really important one. Some students just memorize the answers related to each topic, which is not a good idea, because the examiners are very experienced. So they will come to know no matter how good you are in memorizing or copying answers. Okay, so just don't memorize the answers. I would say memorize some good vocabulary, which will improve your quality of your writing. Okay, so these are some things that you don't have to do. Off topic, don't write anything off topic. Don't write under the word limit. Don't write in bullet points, and don't memorize or copy the answers. Okay, moving on to the last part, that is scoring parameter or criteria. So how you get judged in this writing, or how you get the score. What are the things that the IELTS examiner look for in your IELTS writing? Number 1 is task achievement. So in task achievement, what they look for is Words and topic means have you written above the word limit or not. Means task 1 is 150 words and task 2 is 250 words. And have you written the topic or the content related to the topic, or it's not, should not be off topic. Okay, so these are the two things that they check in task achievement. Number 1, word limit. Number 2, related to the topic. All right, this is the first parameter that they check. Next one is lexical resource. In lexical resource, they actually check your vocabulary. Okay, quality of your words, like are you using some different words, or are you using the everyday same common words which are being used by everyone. Okay, but be very careful whenever you're using some different or fancy words. You have to make sure that they are appropriate to use. It should not look like as if you are forcing yourself to use the words. Okay, and next one is synonyms. So you have to use the synonyms rather than repeating the words. Use the different words which means the same. Okay, synonyms are more important. You need to learn at least 50 to 100 synonyms before you even sit in the exam. So lexical resource, they check quality of your words and appropriateness of your words and synonyms. All right, next one is grammatical range. In this one, as the name is telling you, grammatical range, they check your sentence structure, like have you made complex sentences or have you made compound sentences, question mark sentences. These are some examples, a type of sentences. So you need to write different type of sentences to get the better score. And they check for tenses, and of course the singular, plural, and all those grammar things. Okay, last one is coherence and cohesion. In this one, they check for the information is connected or not connected. Okay, how do we connect the information? First of all, we should write in steps, like first this happened, then this happened, and then this happened. So it should be stepwise process. And also we can use connectors. By connectors I mean the words like however, furthermore, okay, whereas, additionally, finally, although, even though. Okay, so all these words are connecting words or the connectors. So you have to use as many connectors as you can in both the task 1 and 2. Okay, so these are the 4 things that they actually gonna give you the score. So you have to take care of all the 4 marking parameters while writing the task 1 and task 2. I hope you have got a better idea about the IELTS writing section now. So just to go through again, IELTS writing section have 2 tasks, task 1 and task 2. Task 1 is different for academic and general training. Task 2 is same for academic and general training. In task 1, 150 words, task 2, 250 words. Recommended time for task 1 is 20 minutes and task 2 is 40 minutes. Okay, so these are the things that you have to remember while doing the writing task. Okay, I hope you have gained some knowledge out of this video. If you have, please do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for showing the support to our channel. If you have any questions related to the IELTS preparation, please do let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for your time. See you next time.